Folks, it is 9 o'clock. I just finished getting ready for bed, took a shower, brushed my teeth, and all that. And every night before bed, while the wife is getting ready, I say goodnight to my statues. And tonight, I'm going to do it with you guys. So, generally, what I do, when I first come in, I basically turn on all the lights. And the robot vacuum's like already gone off. I can see the trails. So, thank goodness, don't have to hear that. But usually when I start my own personal room tours, I actually go here in the DBZ room. And I kind of make my way towards the main room. And the first thing I immediately look for is any potential, things that could cause issues. Things that could, a leaning statue, a shelf that looks like it might collapse or whatever. Just because I have had issues in the past and I don't want to have it. If a poster all of a sudden isn't hanging properly, I want to fix it immediately. And once I get into my room and I've verified, okay, everything's in order, because if something's even, an inch off, I notice, And then, of course, I come in here and I sit in the chair. So... generally, first I focus on my Dragon Ball Z. We're going to look at this, look at the DBZ setup. And generally, while I'm down here, I'm always thinking on the setups that aren't complete, how to perfect it. What areas could be improved. For the most part, like I'm still working on Dragon Ball Z. I'm still going towards two different routes. I have concluded that, we definitely don't need KD Goku. We got to get rid of that. We got Prime 1 Goku, same thing. Kamehameha, don't need it. I look at this setup, I already know what we're basically doing here, so basically just enjoy the statues. Played a little bit of Mortal Kombat today. I beat Lords of Fallen. So my next video game is going to be Spider-Man 2. Which I know a lot of you are probably playing right now. I'm looking forward to it. But Lords of Fallen came out first, and I wanted to play that. So here we are, just checking out the man cave, reaping it all in. Generally, other things I like to think of is incoming statues that are like, either shipped or shipping in the next month or two. Basically building up my excitement for them. So very rarely do I ever think of old statues I used to have. Example like Queen Wonder Woman bust. I absolutely love that bust, but I never really think about it outside of just bringing it up to you now, trying to think of old statues. But yeah, generally I very rarely think of old statues. I might see on Facebook memories, old displays I had, like, oh, look at that. That was cool. But I don't really particularly think of old statues. Once it's gone, I try to just, okay, I no longer own it. Just forget it. I had my time. I enjoyed it for years, and I've moved on to other statues. How many DBZ statues have I gone through? Probably over 100. But these are the ones that have made it thus far. And the oldest statue in my collection is probably Sume Vegeta. I think that is the oldest. Yeah, definitely. Definitely the oldest statue I have. For a long time, Exceed Dragon Fist and Exceed Goku vs. Vegeta, I never thought I'd sell those. I really did love those statues. But they were outdated was the problem. The paint app and the sculpt, it looked like blocky, and I don't own a Dragon Ball Z that still has like that deep orange look. The closest is probably going to be Infinity Trucks, but MRC and Exceed always did that very deep orange look, which I did like it, but all mine now are more yellow, which is, in my opinion, more accurate. Mimir actually ships on Monday, so very excited for him. He'll arrive in a few weeks. He should be a November acquisition. So, and I've seen some photos and a video from Virtual Devil, and it looks amazing. You know, and I'll probably get my Kratos bust by the end of the year is my guess. Still waiting on that. Same with Uncharted. That will arrive this year, hopefully. And if we get Nemesis and Jill, you know, and Adult Link, maybe. That's a maybe. Maybe. You know, so as I'm walking out, I just like to look at really each display. You know, freaking love that clicker bust. So freaking cool. I like to get a whole view of the entire wall. You know, not just look super close. I like to just look at the display as a whole and be like, yeah, that looks sick. I might potentially have a buyer for Bruce Lee. But their communication has been weak. But they said they'd pay me this weekend in full. But let's see if that happens. If it does, I mean, still technically out $2,500. Make sure you want the, you know, I should just return Bruce Lee when I originally got him. I had the opportunity, but I decided to keep him. Just because I do love it so much. And I wish I could keep it. But that 4Gs will give me money for other statues. Like, for example, I really want to get Prime 1 Vampirilla. I really do. Additionally, you know, we need to fund Kong bust and other things. You know, when I come in this room, right now I'm kind of focused on this display since I'm still completing it. You know, once I complete a display, of course I enjoy it constantly, but I tend to focus more when I'm touring my cave of the incomplete displays and just thinking, okay, we sell those two. And I actually have sold Gandalf now. He's on payment plan, so we just need to sell the Witch King, $350 shipped, folks. We sell him because Prime 1s will probably ship soon. And we're going to need that space. Although, technically. But yeah, we need to sell him. Kong bus will also probably ship soon too. And then we just wait for Gandalf shipping next year. You know, this room has two of my absolute favorite displays. That right there. And this. Those are like my two favorite pairs of statues. You know, you just can't beat these two ultimate grails. And these things are freakishly big. And that is just ridiculous. Really loving that piece. I really debated for a while if I should get it, but I'm very happy I did. It was expensive, but I do think it was worth it. You know, it's a big piece. It's very detailed, and it's like a Transformer. You know, Transformers that size cost $2,000. You know, like Galvatron retails actually $2,000. I think that's much better. We do have the Giga Bust in transit, and T-Rex should ship soon. So it'll be real nice to get them, because it's been kind of annoying having such a blank wall right here. Now, this display will take a while to finish, you know, but I really should PO the T-Rex and the Tyrannosaurus. I haven't done it just yet. Yeah, so generally after the Transformers room, we're going to come in here. You know, get a good look at the Ledger bust. I actually much prefer having him up there because I loved that look. It's okay like that, but I just did it because I wanted to make the display look complete. Generally, I don't like having an empty spot. But, you know, this was a big empty spot for Bale bust. You know, we get a good look at Hulkbuster, but this is not a good angle for Hulkbuster. When I want to actually look at Hulkbuster, I generally come over here in my chair, or I just sit on the ground. You know, and right now I've moved them there. We've got the J&Ds over here, so I'm enjoying them. You know, J&D Mara, so absolutely beautiful, and I cannot wait for the next Aquaman movie, because I am a huge fan of the Aquaman movie. I think it's a great movie. You know, my Momoa bust. Killer bust. This setup is just like killer. You know, and these pieces truly do impress me. Darkseid and Steppenwolf, every time I come in, I'm just like, God, those are so good. Because they're so big and super detailed. Great bases, super cool pieces. Thanos bust is just, you know, the best in the collection, without a doubt. You know, and this is definitely one of my best walls, without a doubt. You know, this and the horror wall. You know, the horror wall is bigger. You know, this is 3 48-inch. The horror wall is 3 plus behind my couch and another 36-inch. So it is bigger, but this is one of the biggest in my entire collection because it has 3 plus a half, so 3.5 garage shelves. And, pretty much all Queen Studios outside of the custom Widow and tons of silicone. There's probably $25,000 on this wall. And once we had Thor bust, another $4,000. Probably a $30,000 wall. Goodness, but well worth it. Marvel's greatest series of movies ever made, in my opinion. And this is the chair I got in here, which I got this one for free for review, and I actually really like this one, especially that headrest. And I can get nice and down low and enjoy. When I'm standing up, I'm generally looking at all these. When I sit down, I generally look at all my Marvel stuff. I do love my Marvel statues. Just really hope one day I could get a Hawkeye 1/4. Iron Studios be making a Hellboy right after Blitzway did theirs. And Blitzway's was perfect. I'm not a fan of the Iron Studios one. It is not good. I am sorry. The old Sideshow one is better, honestly. Yeah, and this is the best angle to check out that gorgeous Wonder Woman bust. Standing up, the angle's not the best, but sitting down, especially when I come right there, boom, the beauty shot. Look at that. And then we get good angles of the girls. Giggity, giggity. Yeah, they're freaking awesome. There's a Groot toy that Gizmo plays with. He has a Groot, and he loves to play with it. Yeah, overall, very happy with this room and how it's turned out. Just need Thor and Bale bust and hopefully a Hawkeye, and we're good. Thor bust, I'm curious if that's going to ship this year. I PO'd that one through Spec Fiction, and that one had a massive deposit, $12.50, which I guess is going to make it easier when it's actually shipping, because that was 4K shipped. And so, I just saw the, $27.50 or whatever. So it's a lot easier than having to fork out $4,000. So I already paid, basically a third of it. Yeah, and so after that, I generally, when I'm exiting, I get a good look at, Captain, and this Captain bus is so freaking good. Same with this one. They are so impressive. Get a good look at Anne. Absolutely love this pair. J&D and Infinity. From this angle is when I, like to look at my Jurassic from this angle, especially the Raptor bus, Rotunda. My mind definitely has been weighing a lot on this main TV display, trying to perfect it. Which I've gone over in videos with you guys. So, we're getting a good look at Alita. I actually threw a air purifier right there behind the TV, because I noticed the TV gets dusty. So, once we've, looked at all these rooms, actually just turn off the light. Need to turn it all off. Because the wife is probably in bed now. Probably on her phone, scrolling through Instagram Reels, playing with Gizmo. Here we are. Then we finish off this room, generally sitting in the couch, relaxing, maybe playing some Clash Royale, and checking out the whole display as is. The thing is, I am in this couch the, majority of the day. I mean, who isn't? Especially on, weekends, or I work on the couch. I play video games. I beat Lords of Fallen today, so I was playing video games a lot. But, this is really good angles at the Predator, the main TV wall, Marcus and Lycan. Of course, I want to stand up, check out everything behind me, the Pennywise setup. Just, definitely one of my favorite bust and 1/3 setups in the whole collection. Probably even the favorite. This and Wonder Woman. For horror, that's my favorite, just because the Pennywise bust. Freddy, Jason, Pumpkinhead. I've been really questioning my AVP setup if we should, move him over there, and attempt to sell the XMs and Cinemaquette. Or if we should just sell Prime 1, but God, I just don't know if I could bring myself to do it. Maybe I should just keep that as is and just keep this here and call it a day. You know, I know I got Berserker Predator on PO. I'll probably have to lose the deposit unless we get it and throw it just on another coffee table directly behind this. But if I get that, I'm going to get Wolf. And then, what are we going to have? The 3 Predators just on a giant table here in the middle? Yeah, you can hear the dogs are fighting upstairs. And we generally come over here. It's Halloween in like a day, so really reaping in. Me and my wife watch a ton of horror movies. Like, we just watched the Halloween trilogy. She watched the Leatherface. My wife watches horror almost daily. You know, so we definitely enjoy our horror movies. On Halloween, we'll probably spend it all day watching, you know, horror movies. Maybe watch, you know, It, Nightmare, you know, the 3rd one, the 4th one, maybe even Scream. Oh, Gizmo's so cute. I love that howl. Yeah, really reaping in everything. This alien bus is truly impressive. Get a good look at the life-size endo. Yeah, see, them howling, that's a sign for Daddy to come upstairs. So, yeah, usually come down here 20 minutes a night right before I bed. Because, you know, like I said, usually 6 o'clock is when I go up to spend time with the wife. And then at 9, I come down for 15, 20 minutes, sometimes film the YouTube videos or just, you know, tour the cave. I tour my cave, you know, multiple times throughout the day. Moment I wake up, after I fed the dogs, of course. Moment before bed, and then maybe a few times throughout the day, I just go in each room and enjoy them. You know, this is a lot of money invested, and I want to get my money's worth out of it and enjoy it, and these do bring me immense joy. You know. Anyways, folks, hope y'all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.